Nie problema, Pierre.
Everybody sit down.
Greetings, COD.
I said sit down!
Hey everyone, Organic Pixel here, with a quick Call of Duty video actually. Hate to admit how much I've been playing Call of Duty here, but I've been playing a little bit of Stakeout 24/7 actually, and it's been a lot of fun. I'll get more into detail of what I think about this Call of Duty 6, maybe now or in a later video, but I want to kind of dive through a quick build that I made that I have a lot of fun with. I call it my sit-down gun build. It's basically using this loadout right here. The Marine SP, and then basically everything, all my perks are just Dexterity, Bruiser, Double Time. I have the Enforcer thing as well. And then I also have Gun Ho with the perk Greed, add-on Semtex and a Stim Shot, and then a Sleeper Agent. As far as the actual gunsmith for the shotgun itself, I'll show that here as well. Essentially, this is... I tried another build with this, with the gunsmith, with a different barrel, but I went with a long barrel here, and I'll kind of go into more detail why in a second. But muzzle brake, precision foregrip, and then quick draw grip, and then also the laser sights. So yeah, essentially, I call this the sit-down gun build. It's basically, it's pretty much a one-shot kill in this map specifically, and super great with game modes like Kill Confirmed and Domination. It's all right in team deathmatch, but I'm just having a lot of fun with this. I essentially turns this game into like Doom. I find that on this map specifically, you really, and I'm using the Domination video here for a good frame of reference because that gives a better idea of what direction the map kind of flows and everything. But I find that specifically kind of holding points A and C is the way to go, because you basically can move through this like small bedroom and also the balcony area. Contesting B is a little harder. It can be done, but you're kind of at the whim, the mercy of anyone who has a longer ranged weapon than you. I'll kind of walk through a little bit of the build and kind of the thought process of everything. Number one, the shotgun. I'll just kind of dive into that right now. It's kind of designed and built to just be the one-shot kill, more hammering than a knife, longer range in terms of a knife or any other kind of other kind of melee weapon, but it's a one-shot kill for the most part. I mean, look at if you look in the wrong direction, sneeze on these people with this gun, it's pretty much game over for them. And anything long range specifically still can work to a degree. You could still probably get there are some cases where the range isn't that big of a deal, and you can still land a one-shot kill. And other times it's also just to whittle away that last little bit of health to finalize and kill anyone who might be maybe 10, 15 feet from you. I would definitely recommend trying to do hip fire for the most part with this if you can, kind of a la Gears of War style. But if you really want to also just make sure that you're landing that shot, getting the entire buck on them when firing, looking at the sights is pretty straightforward and can be quickly done. I think with the perks like Gung Ho and then also the quick draw, you basically, your iron sights are just brought up to your face. So you are kind of, in a weird way, doing a little bit of a trick shot at times, or quick scoping with a shotgun, but it's pretty sweet. I just, the impact that you get when you land a full blow on a guy with a full buck or a headshot is absurd. It's like God closing a car door. So I just really love how this gun plays and feels. And another thing that's cool too, and I'll try to showcase this in the video. If people line up close enough and they're basically bunched up together, you can actually get collateral with this gun. There have been many times where I've gotten just off of one shot killed two people at the same time. Unfortunately, because it's a shotgun, it does not count as a collateral kill, which is kind of annoying. I wish it did, because I'm using one buck to kill two people at the same time, but whatever. I want to kind of also talk a little bit about the other things within this perk as well. The Stim Shot and then the Semtex. The Stim Shot is basically if you get caught in a position where you're low health, or you want to push a room where maybe get a little bit more aggressive, maybe if you're holding point the B point on this map, this Stim Shot's really helpful. The Semtex is, I mean, let's be honest, if you are in either the C point of this map or the A point of this map, you basically can contest both points for like a split second with the Semtex. You basically get a free kill with the Semtex, and yeah, and then those are essentially the perks and the abilities. I think a lot of the gunsmith stuff I did with the shotgun as well also gives you 8 rounds instead of 6, so you have a lot of room to shoot and fire off. And I'll also say this too about the gun is that the big thing you're trying to avoid on this map with Stakeout, in my opinion, is that you don't want to be in a position where you can't you can't fire or do some form of damage. Like reloading an SMG or an assault rifle or whatever, that there's that moment or those like 2 seconds where you basically cannot fire. That's not the case with this gun. You have the ability to reload and then at any moment cancel your reload by looking down the sights and just pulling the trigger. So there's a lot less time where you are in a position where you have your pants down essentially, unless you get down to 0 shells and you have to reload at least. But even if you get to 0, you still have the ability to just reload at least 1 and then get back into action if need be in a pinch. So that's kind of what I like about this gun a lot. This gun's also great with kill confirm too because you're already close range enough as is, so by killing a guy you pretty much can guarantee getting that badge and getting the points on that, so a lot of fun. And yeah, I like this gun so much because you basically become the baddest motherfucker in the room on a whim. And again, just hearing that sound of people getting a whole buckshot inside of them is just so fucking satisfying. The last 2 things I'll touch on with this build as well is that I have the double agent. That specifically on this map, double agent is like crazy good at times. Because of how quickly and fast pace and how quickly you're moving and how fast the map and the overall gameplay is on this map specifically. Double agent becomes really critical with just getting those easy walk up and people don't even notice you kind of kills. The one aspect that's annoying about double agent, it does take a hot minute for you to actually get the double agent thing going. So you might be stuck in a position where you're like signing the contract or signing the papers and not having the ability to like go ham. But honestly, you could find a really quiet spot on this map, like the balcony or just a corner, and then get that filled out. It's not that bad. And then lastly, the other thing I have in this build here as well, which I'll kind of cut to a little bit of footage of, is the rocket launcher. And to be honest, if you really wanted to make this the most overpowered build possible, I would maybe consider swapping out the rocket launcher, dual-wielding pistols, akimbo pistols with like an auto fire. I saw a YouTube video of that. That looked pretty good. The thing I like about the rocket launcher, though, is that if you are playing domination, or basically any kind of game mode where there's a large, your opponents might bunch up into a big mass of people, or being within one central area, you have a really fast-firing grenade, or like kind of a second grenade that you just fire over. The rocket, I would recommend just if you use the rocket launcher, don't ever try to reload it. It's not worth your time to sit there and reload the rocket launcher. It takes longer than filling out the double agent form, and on top of that, it's just the rocket launchers are weird in this one. It seems that like I don't really know where the rocket or the explosion's gonna land in this, but if you've played correctly and plays wisely, you can get a free kill or at least land a ton of damage on somebody. I think the footage I'm showing here, unfortunately, there's not a lot of great footage or not a lot of like great use cases for the rocket launcher specifically. But it's at the end of the day, this build is not about being the most overpowered, like this is the most broken thing in the game, etc., etc. This is really more of a build that's just fun and satisfying to use on this map. I guess it depends on the kind of like COD player you are, but just the amount of fast-paced, frenetic, like John Wick style gameplay that this map helps produce, and just I feel like John Wick's at his best when he's got a shotgun, pump action shotgun. You have less reload time, you have less time spent kind of goofing around there. But yeah, that's this perk, that's this build and everything. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you want to see other types of goofy little fun builds that are pretty good, let me know. I feel like this map is also a great map for anything like just melee only. And yeah, but that's about it. I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, but peace out. Have a good day. Bye.